As the clock struck midnight, an eerie stillness settled over the old Victorian mansion that had become my temporary home. I had taken up the offer to house sit for my distant aunt, hoping for a quiet escape from the hustle of city life. Little did I know, this tranquil respite would soon turn into a nightmare that would forever haunt my dreams. The mansion itself was a grandiose relic of the past, adorned with ornate furniture and fading tapestries that whispered tales of forgotten lives. However, it was the antique mirror in the corner of the bedroom that caught my attention from the moment I stepped inside. It was a beautifully carved, yet strangely foreboding piece that seemed out of place amidst the room's opulence. On the third night of my stay, a chilling breeze swept through the room, even though the windows were securely closed. I shivered as the air seemed to grow colder by the second. Glancing at the mirror, I saw my reflection staring back at me, but there was something off about it. A sinister glint in my own eyes that sent a shiver down my spine. Unable to tear my gaze away, I watched in horror as my reflection's lips curled into a malevolent grin. My heart pounded in my chest as the figure in the mirror reached out, its fingers stretching impossibly through the glass towards me. I stumbled back, crashing into the bedside table, and the mirror returned to its normal state, my own reflection innocently staring back. Fear settled in my bones, and I convinced myself that exhaustion was playing tricks on my mind. But as the nights wore on, the mirror became an inescapable obsession. Its presence seemed to seep into every corner of my thoughts, pulling me towards it with an irresistible allure that I couldn't resist. One evening, driven by a mixture of curiosity and dread, I decided to research the mansion's history. It was then that I stumbled upon a tale of a vengeful spirit, a young woman named Isabella who had lived in the mansion centuries ago. She had been betrayed by her lover and left to die alone, consumed by rage and heartbreak. Legend had it that Isabella's spirit was trapped within the very mirror that now stood in my bedroom. She was said to lure unsuspecting souls, like mine, into her twisted realm where she reveled in their fear and suffering. Desperation filled me as I realized that I might have fallen victim to her vengeful trap. Determined to break free from this nightmare, I sought the help of a local medium. She was a mysterious woman with eyes that held ancient knowledge and a voice that trembled with both fear and reverence when I mentioned Isabella's name. She agreed to perform a seance to communicate with the spirit of hopefully find a way to free me from her clutches. As candles flickered and the room grew heavy with anticipation, the medium's voice took on an otherworldly quality. A chill filled the air and I could feel a presence in the room, a malevolent energy that seemed to emanate from the mirror itself. The medium's eyes rolled back, and her voice became a mere whisper, as if she was no longer in control of her own body. "Isabella," she murmured, her voice echoing with an eerie resonance. "Release the soul from your grasp. Let go of your anger and find peace." Suddenly, a gust of wind tore through the room, extinguishing the candles and plunging us into darkness. I felt a cold hand grip my wrist, its touch like ice against my skin. Panic surged within me as I realized that Isabella's spirit was fighting back, refusing to let go of her torment. With a burst of determination, I yanked my arm free from her grip and shouted, "You have no power over me, Isabella! Your vengeance will only consume you!" The room seemed to shake, and for a moment, I feared that I had angered the spirit further. But then, a mournful wail echoed through the air, and the darkness lifted. When I opened my eyes, I found myself alone in the room, the mirror surface reflecting only my own exhausted face. The medium woke with a start, her eyes wide and uncomprehending. She had no memory of what had transpired, and I didn't dare tell her the truth. The following days were filled with an eerie calm, as if Isabella's presence had finally been laid to rest. As I packed my bags to leave left the mansion behind, I spared a final glance at the mirror. It seemed ordinary now, devoid of the malevolent force that had once lurked in. But I knew that I would forever carry the memory of that vengeful spirit in the mirror, a reminder that even in the most tranquil facades, darkness could lie hidden, waiting to ensnare the unwary.